Dear Lord August, hope you're doing well, Father. Since our last letter, Physic found and recognized some prisoners, but they informed us that they were down a member, Bad Leroy Brown, if I remember correctly. We armed them and left them in the room we found them in to try and find a more expedient exit than the ones that we knew of. It was on that search that we encountered a few more Morlocks digging around, but I managed to put them all down rather swiftly. It was at that point that we realized we probably weren't going to find an easy way out, so we went back, grabbed the former prisoners, and sailed them out through the cave which we came through. We then escorted them back to Otari and back to the Osprey Club, where we were generously rewarded by one Yunyasmara. She gave us gold and an alchemical recipe, which Physic discovered a cryptic message on the back. After that, we decided to split up and conquer our individual tasks. Tulok went to the Giant's Whale to talk to Clort about hiring some skilled laborers to maybe dig out the first level of the Gauntlet. Physic went home because he managed to decipher the cryptic message on the back of the recipe. It seems that Yunyasmara had hidden a new specialized weapon under his bed. I went into town to get a new shield. I like the towers because they can protect my legs from further injury, but the heater that I have now, it's much sturdier, much tougher, and made of a much stronger steel, so it should last us a little bit longer between repairs. I hope this letter finds you well, and I'll make sure to write soon.
Scott Barber.
That's me.
Otherwise known as Scoot McBarbs.
True. To some.
A.K.A. Duncan?
Scottrick McBangos.
Scottrick McBangos. I can never remember that one.
Yep.
And newly added to this list today, A.K.A. Scooter Babcock.
There we go.
You're a man of many nicknames.
No relations to Mike Babcock.
I don't know who that is.
Or Scooter McNary.
It's hockey. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Or Scooter the Barbarian. I did not pronounce
You wanna try that
barbarian properly right there.
Scooter Barbarian.
Barbarian.
That's East Coast talk, everybody. I would like you to say a word for me, Scott.
Deal.
I'm gonna type it in the Foundry chat,
Okay, bring it on.
and I want you.
How many syllables?
Want you to. Oh, we'll start with one. Okay, we'll work your way up.
Okay, perfect. I gotta get limbered up here.
Try this one on for size.
Milk.
Very good. Very good. He said patronizingly. Okay, try this one.
Pillow.
Okay. I grew up with some kids that would say milk and pillow, and it drove me nuts.
Heathens.
Yeah, it's like apparently a semi-common thing for kids to say those ones wrong. I also had a friend that could, some kids can't say like they're ours. They have a hard time like getting them in, and his stepfather would always be like, "What do you drive? What do you drive again, Adam?" He'd be like, "A car." And he'd be like, "Ha! That's what the crows say. Caw, caw." And he would just make fun of him. So terrible.
Just ripping his child apart.
I had trouble with my R's as a kid, and A&W had this burger called the Ringer Burger. I still say it kind of fucked up, but it was an onion ring on a cheeseburger, and I would just like have to lean into that so hard. Say Ringer Burger.
When I was a kid, I couldn't say the word wolf, and it was like my favorite animal, so I'd call them woofs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
My little sister, my stepsister, couldn't say discs. It was always discus. And she could not say vinegar to save her life. It was always vigoner.
Oh.
And when she would draw, she'd be, I'm drawing it. And then jumping was drumping. Like she had all kinds of weird words she couldn't say. That same friend whose stepfather made fun of him, his mom's name was Barb Burke. And no word of a lie, like when he went to a new school, they would like ask him what his mother's name was. And he was like, Bob Book. And they're like, your mom's name was Bob Book? I'm like, no, Bob Book. And he couldn't tell them what her name was.
Have you ever met someone that calls a toilet a torlet?
No. That's a no for me.
A turlet?
Torlet. Like a
turlet? My mother would call it a turlet.
The first L is an R instead. I have met a few people that say that one.
The first L?
Yeah. So,
how many L's do you think are in toilet?
Sorry. That's not what I meant to say. I'm dumb. The I, instead of the I guess it would be. Because, yeah, torlet. I don't know.
Putting that R in there is actually, it's like common in a few UK accents. I think it's called like a rhoticism, which you can almost pinpoint like town by town where they'll just throw R sounds onto vowels.
Yeah, I actually, so like, there's certain ones that I've noticed. There's a pattern that I've noticed in like English, Irish, Scottish accents and Australian as well, where, they don't say the R at the end of a word, but they will if the following word starts with a vowel. And I did this with a fella that I worked with in Melbourne that...
You mean Melbourne?
Yeah, Melbourne. Yeah. He didn't know what I was talking about. So I was like, say this sentence. Say, I'd like a glass of water. He's like, I'd like a glass of water. And I was like, say this water is cold. And he was like, this water is cold. He was like, holy shit. He like stopped him. And he's like, I just said, he was paying attention. He's like, I just said the R because the next word was is. I was like, yep. He's like, I had no idea that I do that. I was like, you all do it. It's the strangest thing. I don't know if that's the rhoticism thing or not, but yeah, I thought it was really, really nifty.
Yeah, it very much is. Just kind of like,
it's like bridging, like in the English language, as far as I know, like saying a vowel sound and then another vowel sound doesn't work very well. Like we're not able to do it very well. And so that they're basically, because they don't say the R's, they're creating a vowel sound, but they bridge the gap when they need to. And without thinking is like my theory. I'm no linguist, that's for sure. But
yeah, well, there's a few different like ways that the language has evolved around it, where some people will do the rhoticism, and then if you get into like Scottish accents, you'll get into glottal stops where they just kind of stop very, very abruptly instead of linking them together.
Language pronunciation.
I can't understand a word they're saying, anyways.
I tell you what, everyone should watch the sitcom Still Game, and I think it's on Netflix, at least the first like 5 or 6 seasons, and watch it with subtitles. You'll still have to pause and go look shit up, but it is unbelievably funny, and I've watched it like repeatedly at this point, and I can now watch it without subtitles, and I can hear what they're saying. It took a little bit, but man, it was fun.
Honestly, after our talk last game about sitcoms, I don't trust anybody here's judgment.
All right, just before we dive in here, I've got one last word to pronounce. Scott?
Telekinetic. I had to prepare myself.
You have to keep that pause in the edit, because Scott had like leaned back and looked like he took a swallow, cleared his mouth and his throat.
I definitely did. I took a second, gathered myself.
Oh my god!
You had to think about that like he was trying to move something with his mind.
Yeah, my mouth in a way that would pronounce those stupid fucking letters.
Oh man,
tentacular.
Too funny.
Tentacular.
Oh, nailed
God.
it. Yeah. Walked right
because
way back
okay,
on
is
that
it tentacle?
Tentacle.
Tentacle.
Tentacular.
Yeah,
like a spectacle or a spectacular.
that's what throws me off.
It really all depends on how the word is spelled. Like, is it an A or is it an I?
It's an A.
What suffix is it using?
You wouldn't guess it, but English was my best subject in high school.
Did you grow up in a different country?
British Columbia is basically it.
Vancouver Island is different even still.
In English, like your English class, you don't have to speak it. You're just writing it down. You're writing essays and that sort of thing. You're not giving speeches per se.
Oh, we definitely were.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did a bit too. It sucked, but it wasn't the meat of the class.
Yeah. Unlike Math 11, which I had to take 3 times, I was cruising through my English classes with little pronunciation.
Did you ever think about just not taking it? Like, did you guys have to have 3 maths out here?
I had to go to university, so I had to have Math 11 at some point.
Oh, gotcha.
I think like back home, Math 11 was the minimum requirement. You didn't have to do Math 12, but you had to have Math 11, I'm pretty sure.
Right. I had to do that in night school. It really sucked.
We only had to have 3 maths, but there wasn't like a base one in 11. It was, that's when you started taking like intro to calculus, intro to geometry, or intro to analytics, I think was the other one.
I took music in school.
Well, that was a riveting digression.
And if you're still here, listeners, feel free to send in your report cards. You can find us on all the major social medias at Uncharted No.
And I'm sure everyone who lives in every other country has lots of questions, especially our American listeners.
Yeah.
Donate on Patreon so Scott can practice his math.
I'm done with it, man. I use a shovel for work, so the world needs ditch diggers.
Oh,
At least it's a metric shovel.
Well, speaking of, I've got nothing. Let's get into the game there, guys. Last thing you were doing was reporting back to Rin. You hadn't seen her in a couple days, actually. You had come to town and left again for the first time without touching base with her, and now you're back again. You've done some research. Done a few things, and you have now gone in to tell her about the second level you found below Gauntlet Keep. And she was quite surprised to hear about it because nobody knew it existed. And it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon when you start that conversation. We'll say it takes most of the afternoon to give her all the details, but from there you have the rest of the evening and night to do with what you will. What would you like to do?
Tulok turns to Rin and says, Rin, you know this pathetic creature Borbo I've been telling you about? Tragic indeed. I'd like you to read the stars tonight and let us know if, by keeping him alive, are we gaining anything, or am I just prolonging his suffering? I am worried that I was rash in keeping this creature alive, and perhaps the Cosmic Caravan can give us some answers.
Sage Tulak, as I said, the reading of the Cosmic Caravan is at your disposal. I will happily do this for you. It is good to know you are strong and confident in your venture now. Yes, when the stars shine, we will do this.
Thank you, Rin. Then we shall see you tonight.
I think Physic would have wandered down to the Dawnflower Library and done some research.
Okay.
I'd like to do some research on Belcora.
Belcora. Okay. Okie dokie.
After hearing that pitiful goblin trapped in a gem.
Did we cap out Town of Otari?
Not quite.
Okay. 3 of 4.
Yeah. Okay, Dawnflower Library. And what check are you rolling?
Oh, what can I do for this one? Can I do Otari lore?
You can.
Well, gonna be that one, I think. That is a 26.
Ooh, damn.
DC 15, critical success.
Hell yeah.
You get 2 points for that. 2 research points. Holy crap. And that puts you at 7 points total on that topic. Does not
just
reveal any more
point of note,
information.
listeners, it's great to learn because reading is talent.
We'll shoot that ahead to 7 o'clock at night. 2 points, really good, but no thresholds met yet. With 7.
What's the threshold? 8?
Yeah, this one is coming in 4s. So the first one was 4. Yeah, it'll be 8 in the next one.
Okay, well, I think that Tulok, upon leaving, is also going to try to gather some information on Belcora. And I think that PC recollection is the only one that we need points in. So I will attempt to.
So you can do a society check or diplomacy to gather information.
Yeah, I will be doing diplomacy. So poor roll from Tulok. That is a 14.
Oh, you're good at diplomacy too.
I know, 6 on the die.
No such luck, but I mean that takes you an hour, so maybe you want to try a second one as Physic is doing his 2 hours of research.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go, Foundry. No, one below with a 19. Come on, man.
DC 20. No dice.
Well, I guess your best isn't good enough.
Well, Lady Gilla, you've got 2 hours to kill. What are you doing?
She geared up yesterday, so I think she'll spend an hour trying to hit that Otari threshold with the PC recollection. So she'll roll a diplomacy to try and get us to the next level there.
Okay.
That is a 21.
Hell yeah. Good job, buddy.
That'll do it. And you have completed your research for the town of Otari.
Does that give us new information?
And
Just give me a second. Sorry, I'm filling out the things. It's not fast. And that brings you to your next threshold for the town of Otari. And I've just showed you the information there. Basically, Maklani Menhimes, who you had just learned of beforehand, she was Asefna Menhina's own granddaughter. She had returned to Otari to clear out the kobolds that had taken it over after it had been abandoned. She stayed behind after the rest of her adventuring party had moved on after the reclaiming, and she conceived a plan to revitalize Otari as a lumber town. Taking advantage of the dozens of buildings that still existed in the area, she set to renovating and restoring, and while the Osprey River and surrounding areas were ideal for a mill and lumber yard, there was still one glaring setback: steep slopes and cliffs that surround the shores of Otari, making it difficult to transport to the sea. Her solution was ingenious. She designed a flume to carry the lumber of the woods to her mill, and then an astounding loading ramp that extends from the top of a 200-foot tall cliff down to the harbor below. You're all very familiar with this. Construction finished in the year 4323 AR, and Maklani became very wealthy. Her mill and flume a resounding success. However, she drew the ire of the Kortos Consortium, who previously had a monopoly, and some would say stranglehold, on lumber across the Isle of Kortos. As a matter of fact, 2 other factions broke away from the consortium and settled in Otari, each paying for the use of Maklani's invention. The Kortos Consortium is often believed to be nearby, subverting and sabotaging lumber efforts where they can, but never leaving a trace. But, for now, Otari remains a thriving town, and the largest settlement between Absalom and Diabel, led by Mayor Osif Menhimes, direct descendant of Asefna and Maklani, and proprietor of the Giant's Wheel and Mill. And that is the history of the town of Otari.
And there's no other threshold for that. We are done with Otari then.
That's it. That's Otari as known history is.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
this is a little late. Can I use a hero point to re-roll one of my research?
Oh, you are such a cheater.
I know, hand was way off the chess piece on that one, but while we're in town, I kind of want to see if we can get a little more.
I'm going to say no. Sorry.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, no, it was a stretch.
It is way off the chess piece.
It was like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
I did all that narration, and you're sitting there not listening, thinking about
100%.
how you're going to use your hero point. And
I was
think
just
that's
staring
rude.
at the 3 of them, burning a hole in my pocket.
Can I spend my next hour trying to do the PC recollection on Will-O-Wisps?
Oh, sure.
I think they specifically have kind of drawn Gil Desire at this point. So
Okay. Go for it. You going for diplomacy again?
yeah, it seems like the most appropriate one.
Yep.
It's also my second highest skill. So that is a 12.
Wah, wah.
I'm not going to do it.
That's fine. I'm gonna hold on to my hero point.
That's I have 3 right now, so
Yeah.
Right. I have 2, but I feel like if everything goes my way, we're going to be in combat very shortly.
I don't like to just openly brag about how many hero points I have, so I'm going to keep that close to my chest.
Freeman's going to take them all away from me very soon.
Yeah. I'm flush.
I'm sure I'll go down in the next 15 minutes.
All right, it's about 7 p.m. The sun is setting.
Head back to Rin's.
And she is waiting for you, ready to go, and I will roll on her read the stars. Whoo! Critical success. She rolled a 35. Natural 19.
Hell yeah, we like that.
You get the effects of the spell Read Omens. Read
Yay.
Omens gives you a peek into the future. Choose a particular goal or activity you plan to engage in within 1 week, or an event you expect might happen within 1 week. You learn a cryptic clue or piece of advice that would help with the chosen event, often in the form of a rhyme or omen.
Damn.
I love
okay.
the idea of you trying to rap battle out our next question.
My name is Freeman, and I'm here to say the
Oh,
stars.
God. Cut the
think
mic, cut
that
the mic.
You're really. Oh.
Crazy motherfucking name, too.
He's the sagest sage of the land.
Okay, cut the mic.
I could not be more white. it's insane. So that may or may not change what you want to ask. In
Yeah.
fact, it's not like augury. It's not asking a question per se. It is choosing a particular goal or activity you plan to engage in within 1 week, and you're not getting a wheel or woe, or a wheel and a woe, or nothing. You are getting a cryptic clue or piece of advice.
I mean, I only think there are 2 courses of action that we're even looking at right now. One is going deeper into the lighthouse, and the other is unearthing the stairs. I don't know what other goals we have currently.
I mean, world peace.
The other one is just trying to figure out what to do with Borbo, and if I'm being a heinous criminal.
It's not really an action, though, per se, is it? Like,
I mean, if by keeping him alive,
oh, gotcha.
will we gain any success by keeping him alive?
Yeah, I suppose that could be considered a particular goal. The goal to retrieve more information from Borbo by keeping him alive, or the activity of reactivating him to ask questions. Like, you could argue it, I think.
Okay.
I think that's kind of what Tulok wants to do, just because, I mean, the other ones we're going to be doing anyways, so it's not really a big deal because it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
This, he is, seeing Lady Gilda's response to him keeping him alive. He is feeling a tinge of guilt, and, he's not a bad guy and doesn't want him to suffer, so...
Yeah, I think Gilda's probably just taking in the whole ceremony. Like, this is, she only met Rin for the first time today, and she's probably never seen a Sybil or an Oracle or however she feels about this character before. So I think she's just leaning back, following your lead, assuming and trusting that you guys know what you're doing.
That's what we do, is know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fancy way for me to justify not making any decisions in character.
Okay, well...
it's hard to be morally ambiguous about this because it's pretty clear that the right thing to do is let Borbo die. Like, I don't think there's much to be gained by keeping him alive very much, but at the same time, if there is, like...
It would be nice to know.
We need any little bit of information we can get.
Tulok is going to go ahead and pursue that avenue then. So I guess he is questioning to Rin if the act of keeping him alive will result in more knowledge, and would the activity of bringing him back result in more knowledge to be learned or not?
Okay.
I'll go get a beer while you figure out a rhyme.
No, I don't have a rhyme. I'm going to give you an omen. You see Rin looking straight up through the circular spot in the center of her shop and up at the stars, gazing with those pupilless eyes, and tears begin to roll down her face. And you hear a slight whimpering and whining coming from her mouth, but like without her deliberately crying. It's very reminiscent of Borbo's, inconsolable state. And then, while there are no doors in this shop, but rather a curtain that you did not realize opened to the outside before, springs open. Something you had not noticed or seen or would have tried to use as an exit. And it opens up and shows you a pathway out. That's your omen. You also all get +1 circumstance bonus to saving throws for 24 hours from this critical success.
Well, that's ominous. I've been sitting on that for a while.
Should have kept it there.
Put it right back up your ass, buddy.
So we saw a path.
A path at which you had not known would be there.
Okay. I see.
Take 2. Well, that's ominous.
Oh my God.
Rule of threes. Next time you say it, it's going to be funny. So
no, it's absolutely not. I can guarantee that.
Oh man, don't encourage him.
I don't know what you guys are gleaning from this, but to me, this sounds like maybe he might be able to show us some sort of secret passage.
I think you're probably right on that interpretation there, Scott. I don't like it, and my character doesn't like it, but I think that's the right way to look at it. Maybe if we put this gem back in him and bring him there, he can show us a new way down or a new direction, I guess.
This would be a very, almost like a reasonably conflicting thing for Lady Gilda, because if that's true, she also still wants to explore the ruins, and you guys are also still going through level 2 to try and find more. So it's like, it's suddenly possibly a very useful piece of information that's hard to turn down.
Yeah.
Probably not that hard for Lady Gilda, but still enough to give even the most faithful pause, I would imagine.
Coming from the most pragmatic view possible, like, it would be best on all fronts to get the information that we can out of Borbo so we can more quickly put him to peace. So we might as well pursue that avenue as quickly as possible.
Yeah, my concern is that this could be perceived as taking advantage of or a torturous act, which are two things that are not great for paladins, believe it or not.
I mean, I definitely see that this is going against Lady Gilda. So Tulok would like to take that information. Is Rin still in a trance, or has she come out of it?
She'll come out.
So he turns and says, "Thank you so much for your information. I believe we may have deciphered the omen, and we do appreciate you looking to the cosmic caravan for us. We should be leaving, heading back to the Gauntlet, as we should put this poor creature out of its misery."
This is wise, Sage Tulok, befitting of your title. Before you go, I have something for you. And it is as if the cosmic caravan had its surface, for I had not known it was among my many curios and oddities. And she hands you a bag filled with little polished bones.
Oh.
And this is a slight variant, a reflavored variant of what's called Cantrip Deck. You get a full pack. I just put it in your inventory. And the description reads, in an effort to spread the knowledge of magic as widely as possible, worshippers of Nethys discovered a way to bind cantrips into cards. In this case, they're onto bones. Accessible even to non-spellcasters. The deck contains thick parchment cards, or bones, each roughly half the size of a playing card, or regular bone. In precise, no-nonsense script, each card simply states the name of its cantrip, color-coded based on its school. You have 24 cards, and each one represents a different cantrip. And they are all basically consumable. One action to activate or more. It's an interact action, and you envision your desired cantrip, causing it the card to rise to the top, or the bone to the top of the bag. And when you draw it out, it casts the cantrip as a first level spell with a DC of 15, spell attack modifier of +5, and then the bone will crumble to dust.
Very sick.
So we can only cast one cantrip one time?
One, yes. You have a list of 24 cantrips, all of which you can only use once, and anyone in the party can use them.
That's pretty cool.
Tulok takes the bag. Thank you very much, Rin. I believe that my companions and I will find this very useful in our adventure to come.
I thought as much, and I hope it remains true.
And with that, he parts the curtain and heads out of the tent, waiting for the others.
During the vision, that curtain that opened, did it like close after the end of the vision, like, or did it just stay open?
Yeah, it's I'd say it parted, on like a little rail, like a curtain might be on, and just stayed open. It's like this gust of wind or this light breeze. This little zephyr wandered through Rin's wonders and just like opened it up. And what stood out is that you had no idea that was there.
Okay, I think Gilda will follow Tulok out through the newly parted curtain.
And Physic as well.
I believe we have some answers. I am sorry, Lady Gilda, about prolonging the suffering of this poor creature. But perhaps in his death or his remaining moments of life, he will provide us with an opportunity to save the city of Otari. And I know it's hard to reconcile the life of one to the life of many when it comes to suffering, but I think that maybe in this case, it will do us some good, and I will put him out of his misery as soon as I can. I promise you that.
You know, Tulok, it's not the one life for another that's hard for me to parse out. I'm an Andarin. I'm a product of that revolution. I understand holding bullies back, and I, as a Golden Legionnaire, I certainly understand the value of one life in the grand scheme of things, but also one life for many is a choice that I'll happily make. My issue is that we're making the choice for him. He's not making the choice for us. That's where my concern comes in. And if we do this, I wonder and I fear that I'll lose favor of Aurori. I understand that this is our best course of action, and if it were up to me, I would certainly choose this way to go, this route, this path, this curtain that's open before us. But the problem is it's not up to me. Borbo's he's a living being, whether or not he's living in the way that we determine life. He's still conscious enough to make his own decisions when we put that gem into that body.
It is true, but did he not make the decision to become this way for his master?
I actually don't remember.
He volunteered, but was left unfinished and abandoned.
Right.
And Physic will have just had his head kind of down this entire time, but hearing Gilda speak, he'll say, "Then you said it's not up to you? Then it doesn't have to be up to you. It's up to us. You don't have to make this decision. We can. We're going to do what we think is right."
I understand, and I need you to know that I can't be part of this. I can reap the rewards to a certain extent, but unless we want to put the gem back in and leave the decision up to him and maybe try and convince him that this is the right way to go, I don't know if I can be part of this action. And I certainly can't condone it either. So as long as you two know my stance, and as long as I don't have to be there might be a way around it, but there is still every possibility that I'll lose favor and I'll lose my abilities. I'll still be able to punch and hold my shield up, but I wouldn't have any of the other advantages that I have now.
I understand your concern, and I do take it to heart. I will do this action all on my own and away from you, and I truly hope for the best. I hope it has no recourse on your power and your abilities, as we do need those going forward.
I hope so too. More importantly, I hope I can still look myself in the mirror after this.
And Tulok nods grimly and turns towards the gauntlet. Are we going back now, or are we going back in the morning?
I was just about to ask you that.
I thought would go at night.
I guess it just depends how rested we are at this point. Like,
I'd say very. All we've done is lounge around and ask people questions.
You came back late and then rested and then spent the day, right?
okay, let's head towards the gauntlet then.
You're going in at night. Oh, baby.
Okay, because you said that with so much enthusiasm, let's wait until then.
Nope. Hands off the chess pieces. All right. You're heading back to ye old Fogfen at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
You're rested. You've made progress in your research. You got an omen, and you have a circumstance bonus to all your saving throws from Rin's critical success for 24 hours. You filled her in, but it was this time not out of a massive feeling of necessity, like a desperation. It was, hey, we're doing this. We'd like your thoughts, not a guidance per se, despite, other than the read the stars. You are coming into your own, and you are, finally taking this adventure on as your own.
It's more of a dedication to the town. Before it was just something for Rin, but this is affecting everybody now.
This is now your quest, and it's somehow it's become personal in some way, and you were to see it through.
And we level up.
You go walk down that gaunt trail, and you level up. You absolutely do.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
You are
I'll take a
ready.
hero point.
Yeah.
That is so. I was about to say stop gilding the lily and tell us how you're about to fuck us, but I guess I was way wrong.
Yeah, no, you walk down that trail, this time with, tremendous confidence by comparison of the first time you walked down it, that's for sure. And yeah, you feel your power growing. And we are going to roll over the whole resting for spell slots and everything. That's all just going to be included in. So you get everything. You've got it all. And you are now level 3.
I feel 3.5 feet tall.
Who wants to describe their level up first? Who's the most eager and or prepared?
I'm champing at the bit.
Champing? No, it's chomping, isn't it?
Champing.
No,
it's not
it's
chomping.
champing.
It's champing.
Is it champing?
Champing
it's
at the
champing.
bit. Oh
I
yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah. See how eager I am?
You're not just eager to tell me we level up, but also to correct my English. How dare you? I am God.
If you want to just bypass him, I am also ready.
Okay. We'll have a roll off. You guys want to roll off to see who goes first?
No, you can go first.
I'm pretty good at these.
Go for it, Physic. What do you got?
Okay, Physic at level 3.
Level 3.
Okay, Physic at level 3 gets a skill increase, which will take his crafting up to expert level.
Nice.
He will now be able to make actual use of his surgeon ability using crafting checks instead of medicine, because they've been tied up until now. I will also be taking the quick repair feat.
Oh.
You're welcome, Gilda.
Thank you.
What does quick repair do?
It changes the repair from 10 minutes to 1 minute. So we can take 1 minute to repair my shield instead of 10.
Wicked quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically does what it says on the tin.
Cool.
So that will be my level 3 alchemist stuff. At every level, I get 1 extra infused reagent and 2 alchemical formulas.
Oh, okay.
So I've got a couple nice level 3 alchemical crafting items to get to here. Number 1 will be a new mutagen called the Drakeheart mutagen, and I'm pretty excited about this one. Much like that Sean Connery movie, Dragonheart.
Yeah.
Same deal.
Same deal. Okay. You turn into Sean Connery?
I was about to do an awful pastiche of a Sean Connery impression, but I'm not going to subject anybody to it.
Dennis
right now.
Quaid was in that too. I forgot. Oh.
Dennis Quaid was in that, and he's such a gem. I love that guy. So the Drakeheart mutagen is actually pretty huge. I'm going to take it at the medium level because I'm level 3 now, and it will give a +5 item bonus to AC for 10 minutes and a +2 perception item bonus.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a beast. It does have the drawback of dropping your will saves and your fortitude saves.
Okay.
But in a pinch, my God, that could be him.
Did you just get a straight 5 AC bonus?
Yeah, buddy.
Holy.
Wait, no, there's a dex cap of +2. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But depending on your build, like I think we're going to be in good shape here for this party.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like for Lady Gilda, that's probably just a straight +5.
Yeah, that would be a straight +5.
And
yeah.
then maybe Physic and Tulak are minorly impacted by the dex cap. But wow, that's massive. For 10 minutes, you said?
10 minutes.
Oh, boy. You're going to get harder to kill now. All right, cool.
Yeah, you're thinking. I can already see the machinations going in your head of how am I going to kill
turn all of
people
these
now?
creatures into elite creatures instead of weak ones.
And then my second formula will be a Thunderstone, also at medium level. That is a bomb that does 2d4 2d4 sonic damage.
Oh,
plus 2 splash damage.
okay, cool. It's just a bomb, so you can load it into your new fancy crossbow, which is sweet.
Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
Can't wait to see that in action.
I'm going to do so many bad Scarface impressions.
Is it just straight damage? Or is there like a save to it? I know some bombs have saves.
Yes, Freeman. I'm glad you brought that up because there is a fortitude save involved with that.
Oh, okay,
Thunderstone.
cool. But then, but that's just if you throw it with your crossbow, you're not really having to worry about that, eh? You're just adding damage from the bomb to your crossbow attacks. Isn't that right?
Yeah, you get that that base level damage plus the actual
That's
damage
so
of the
sick.
bomb on top of it.
All right, wicked. Is that everything from you?
How are you doing?
I'm worried now. But yeah, good.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
All right, James, why don't you go for it?
Paladin's actually really simple at level 3. The beautiful thing about Pathfinder is like everything goes up. So my AC is now 19 instead of 20 without my shield, or is now 20 instead of 19 without my shield raised. My HP went from 32 to 44. So those are both absolutely huge. And I get a skill increase. So I went from trained to expert in athletics. So I'm now plus
okay.
10 to my athletics, which is awesome. It pretty much negates the base will DC or the base reflex or will or fortitude DCs of things like trip or grapple or any of that stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Because I'm now an expert in athletics, I took a general feat called Rapid Mantle. I don't know how useful this is going to be, but I thought it was really great. So now whenever I do a grab an edge check, I pull myself onto the surface and I stand. So instead of just being like prone, I'm automatically stood up. And instead of using reflex save, I can use my athletics. So I can use that plus 10 to now grab an edge. And then I automatically stand when I grab an edge.
Oh, so you can use your athletics instead of reflex. And man, that's so cool. You know what? I love feats like that because that's the sort of feat that reminds me that when you grab an edge and you succeed, you don't actually stand up. Like I wouldn't have thought of that. You are prone. So now that's locked in my head. You're welcome, everyone.
Everybody else.
Everyone in my guild is fucked now. Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool feat. It's not crazy, but I think it's going to be one of those utility feats that when I need it, I'm going to be so glad I took it.
Heck yeah.
Paladin thing I get for 3rd level is I get my Divine Ally. So I can have a Blade Ally, a Shield Ally, or a Steed Ally. And since we're doing a dungeon dive, Freeman has suggested that I do not take a Steed Ally, so I don't have an animal companion.
Kind of tight quarters.
I really did think about trying to get that giant scorpion that I knocked out on my first session as a Steed Ally.
Yeah.
It's dead.
I mean, but I think that there's a difference between a Steed Ally and like an animal companion and or a familiar or whatever. Like it probably has far fewer options for you.
It is an animal companion that has the mount action, yeah. So it automatically has
that
the
is
mount
pretty cool,
ability.
actually. Yeah, but it kind of needs to be a size larger than you too, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the clincher right there. You're in tight quarters a lot of the time.
So the other one that I thought about taking was Shield Ally. It increases my shield's hardness by 2 and its HP and break threshold by half. So with this new sturdy shield, instead of being able to block 5, instead of being able to block 8, I'd be able to block 10, and its HP would be like 96 as opposed to 64.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a whole lot of utility in that for higher levels, so I decided to go with Blade Ally. Select one weapon or hand wraps the mighty blows. So I made sure that I can take it. And for a champion, the tenets of good, every morning I gain essentially a shifting property rune. So it can be disrupting, ghost touch, returning, or shifting.
Oh,
That's
I've
sick.
decided that for today, all of my punches, as opposed to being, or as well as being the striking, hand wraps and mighty blows, they're also disrupting, so they do extra damage against undead creatures.
Dope.
sick. That's awesome.
So I do an extra 1d6 positive energy to undead, and if it's a crit, they are enfeebled to 1. So now I'll be in 3 sessions. I've gone from doing 1d6 to 3d6 against the undead.
That's sick. And also great for the ghost touch too, because that'll probably come in handy.
In the end, if we find a creature who needs, piercing or slashing, I can, we spend the night, I just change it into a shifting. So shifting means I can change the type of damage it does between the physical types.
Sorry, James. I understand completely, but for the listeners that might not, you have a rune that you get to change every day.
Yeah, essentially.
The damage type?
It acts as a rune, but in my daily preparations, in my meditation, I can change that rune between shifting, disrupting, ghost touch, and returning. So since I use hand wraps and punches, I'm probably not throwing it, so the return doesn't really give me a whole lot.
Punch Casper in the mouth.
Yeah, ghost touch means I can punch ghosts or incorporeal creatures for full damage. Disrupting means I get an extra 1d6 positive to undead. And shifting means I can shift it as a single action between bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing types of damage. So
I just love the idea of you like punching and then you chop.
Yeah.
And then you poke in the eyes with the 2 fingers.
So again, not crazy, but also
but no, it's really cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, really
You can
thematic.
see how far that's going to go in the long run. You can really see it. That's exciting. Yeah.
Oh, that level of adaptability can only be good for us.
And it will encourage resting.
It's arguable in most systems, especially the most common ones, D&D 5e, Pathfinder 1st Edition, that classes really come into their own at level 3. And Pathfinder 2nd Edition, I would argue lessens that coming of age kind of thing a bit, but it still fits that pocket. And let's see if that's true with Scott. He probably picked pad spells, so maybe it's not true at all. But let's what do you got, Scott?
2 locks is pretty good at this level. I unlock signature spells, which is pretty sick. So I get to pick 1 per level that basically will naturally heighten as I progress. So that's pretty awesome. I also gained a general feat, which I took toughness. So I actually went up 10 hit points this level, which is nice. 'Cause I'm pretty squishy. Skill increase, I took occult which I know that Duncan is already pretty high in occult, so it's kind of doubling down on that. But at the same time, there's some things I want to be master in, so I can take some higher level occult feats that are going to be pretty sick. As well as it's great because I can use occult when I'm joining past to do some recall knowledge. So it's making me a little bit more versatile. And then, 2nd level spells. Got 3 of them. Not going to tell you what they are.
Okay.
But they are pretty fucking sick.
Oh, man.
This is the level where I feel like we can actually start handling our business,
It's going to help. Like, I got some pretty good utility spells here that are going to be nice for us moving around and kind of exploring.
Cool.
Dear listener, I'd just like to explore the concept of the word hubris.
And or arrogance.
Yeah, before you do that, let's rewind the tape and see which one of us has lost a character already.
And come close a couple times after that, even.
R.I.P.
Amazing. That's honestly super exciting. I'm so stoked for you guys to be level 3. I'm always at a crossroads as a GM because I love when you guys get more powerful. I get excited on your behalf. But then I also want to sort of kill you sometimes. So awesome. Well,
you don't have the cojones.
Super cool. You're going to the Gauntlet at night. I'm going to switch Foundry map over here. I've actually purposely left it on daylight vision right now because I want you to appreciate the new map, the redone map by the same guy, Narky, who we've been doing our maps with. He just redid the first level, even though we've already explored it most of the way, or pretty much the whole way here. It's incredible. It looks
is way
so
nicer.
much better. It's so cool. And I
Damn.
just wanted you guys to see it. Yeah, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
So
find his
cool.
work on patreon.com/narky. Is that right?
Actually, no, I don't think he has a Patreon, but we have a link on our website to connect and donate to him. And he's usually on Reddit a lot. He's actually also on our public Discord. And
I'm not worried about us, but the listeners go
Yeah,
find
like-
this guy, look at his work, buy him a coffee.
NARCHY. He's like, yeah, he's been doing lots of maps for the official adventure paths, and they're all really cool. And the fact that he redid this one, I'm really hoping he redoes some of the other ones as well. Like I said before, I helped him with some corrections in this, and he actually did one that I didn't correct him on, and I meant to talk to him about it, and he already fixed it in this, and it's really cool.
Nice.
But I won't point it out unless you guys hit it up. But yeah,
And,
it looks amazing.
Yeah, I will just say if you do head to unchartednorth.ca and go to the thanks section, we do have a little write up about him and where you can find all of his stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he does it all for free. You know, it's awesome. Yeah, really, really cool member of the community. Cool. So here you are, Fogfen o'clock. What's the plan?
When are the workers going to start digging out
Yeah,
this,
I was just going to say
sinkhole?
that.
Yeah, you talked to Clort in the afternoon. He said he needed a day to figure it out. So you don't know.
Okay.
You don't know yet.
You know how contractors are.
Boy, do I ever.
So what actually is our plan here? Like, are we going to enter the main area and just set Borbo loose? Like, or are you guys going to set him loose while Gilda looks around so she can at least feign deniability?
I was thinking that we bring him down to, because he was the, I guess, worker, or I don't know, butler, I don't know, helper, whatever, for Azenray.
Assistant?
Acolyte?
Assistant, I think is the
Sure.
word I'm looking for. Yeah.
The assistant for Azenray, who works out of the outbuilding. So I was thinking about taking him back to that building and bringing him back there.
Okay. If you guys want to do that, Gilda could search around the main hall like she's kind of wanted to do. She would not be able to stop you because she wouldn't know exactly what's happening.
All right, if you are okay splitting the party in the Gauntlet at night.
Innocence through purposeful ignorance. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's counting on Tulak to be like, well, we're just going to go over here and do exactly nothing. We're going to go speak to TikTok.
All right.
I'm just going to be over here having culpable deniability.
What I don't know won't piss off my god.
Yeah, let's go give an unceremonious end to this little turd.
As we're walking through, because we had to go through the building as well to get to the outbuilding, we walk through and Tulak turns to Lady Gilda and says, if you'd like to search the main building, please go ahead now. But if anything comes upon you, run. Come find us. I hate to split the party in the evening here. We don't know what happens at night, and it could be terrible.
She looks at her leg support, gives it a little tug, and smiles at you kind of sheepishly. I'll be there as fast as I can. I can't promise I'll run, though.
And Tulak winks at her and says, okay, make sure you look down in the south. You'll find a couple interesting rooms there, including the area that we'd like to excavate. Perhaps you can find a plan for the workers before they arrive.
Go on about your business, then.
I can't believe we split the party.
Yeah, especially when it's one person.
Can we go back to that definition of hubris real quick?
All right. This could be dangerous for everyone.
Let's go with Tulak and Physic first. What are you doing exactly?
First, Tulak casts mage armor on himself.
Yeah, he does.
And he turns to Physic and says, Physic, let's get this over with quick and come back to Lady Gilda.
The sooner the better. Let's go. Do we honestly have to take him anywhere ceremonious to just end this little goblin
All you have to
life?
do is destroy the soul gem, technically.
Yeah, I mean...
I thought that maybe, like, he would have to point us in the direction of whatever secret path there was.
He doesn't have to do anything.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it would be easier if we were, like, in a room.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm following you.
Okay, yeah.
Also, would it be fucking horrifying if he sees himself floating in the tank? His old actual body.
Yeah, you did not turn him on in that spot, yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine he'd be cool with it, seeing his self all pickled.
So, I think that we're going to head down into that room.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go back to Asenray's little workshop there where he pickled a goblin.
All right.
And then also, I would like to say that we are avoiding notice. If I can speak for Duncan as well.
Oh, you can speak for me all the time. You're much more verbose than I.
That is so much farther away than I thought you guys were going to go.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, the party is split.
Party is proper split.
Real split. I thought you guys were just going to go to like the first level of the workshop and turn them on. Because we already did find a secret door in that workshop.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, too late now.
You guys should be on the other map in the appropriate spot.
Listeners, we are on different maps now.
Different maps.
I also would like to say, if it's not too late, Tulok casts light on the hand wraps of Lady Gilda before they leave, and then lights a torch for himself.
On the shield now, please.
Oh, shield. Yep. You got it.
What's the bulk of the shield?
One. So I went down from the tower shield to the sturdy shield, so it's a little heater now.
Suck it, Barn.
And I just want to say, it's been nice knowing you fellas. Glad we made it to level 3 together.
Okay. So you are in the workshop in which you found this soulbound doll.
Tulok will set down the doll on the desk with his back to the tank.
Okay.
And inserts the soul gem.
And it springs to life with a big old cry.
Oh, fuck, I forgot this.
Borbo, calm yourself. We have brought you back to your home.
Roll me a diplomacy.
Okay, here we go. Yikes. It's a natural 1
Oh no.
for a 10.
This is going well.
I would like to use a hero point to reroll that.
Okay.
All right, re-rolling with a hero point.
If you insist.
Oh god, still shitty. 15 with my +9. Perfect.
Oh, it keeps crying. It keeps crying.
Tulok turns him and gets really close to him and says, Borbo, pull yourself together, or I will not destroy you, and you will live on in agony.
Okay, now it's intimidation. Hell yeah.
27.
Yikes.
Borbo, sorry.
Do you see where we are, Borbo?
Is Master's workshop?
Do you remember this place?
Borbo volunteered here. Borbo spent lots of time here.
Borbo, have you been to other places within this area and also the Gauntlet Keep?
Borbo's room is down the hall, and sometimes he would go up top in the workshop with the glass, and then sometimes, but only sometimes, the mean old Mistress Belcora, I would be in her office.
Do you know of a secret passage?
And he like stops sobbing for a sec, jolted by the question.
Yes. Borbo forgot. Borbo doesn't like to think about Mistress. But yes, there is a spot.
Tulok has changed his demeanor since intimidating him, but stays close. Borbo, tell us about this passage. Tell us where you found it and where it leads.
there's a shelf, and it turns, it rotates, and it goes down into where the guards used to be.
The guards.
Down below.
Is that in Belcora's office?
Yes.
Thank you, Borbo. Do you have anything else you'd like to tell us?
I don't know.
Do you have family? Do you have anything?
Only master.
Do you wish to stay alive to see if your master is still alive, or do you wish to be put to rest now?
Borbo can't choose. Borbo wants both. Borbo wants one more.
Which do you want more, Borbo? Take the power into your own hands, and I will do whatever you say.
Release. Borbo wants release.
Tulok looks him dead in the eyes and says, "Good night, sweet prince," and pulls out the soul gem, puts it on the ground, and stomps on it.
And it shatters. The soul is freed. And you gain a boon from Pharasma
Ooh.
for setting the soul free and allowing it to travel to the boneyard. You have 1 full month to optionally apply to a single check a +2 status bonus.
Ooh.
At your choice.
I do love how Tulok just went through a full good cop, bad cop interrogation routine by himself.
It was badass.
That was so good, man.
So Tulok takes the body of Borbo and puts it into his traveling pack. Turns to Physic and says, "Come, let's find Lady Gilda. We have all we need here."
Yeah, and Physic has just been kind of aghast by the whole scene. Like, he's thought he was more comfortable with it before it came down to the humanity of actually extinguishing a life, so he's just kind of silently following along.
And before they leave in the torchlight, Tulok regards the body of the real Borbo in the tank, takes a moment, and then walks away.
Hero point.
Hey!
It's gotta be. That was awesome. That was so badass. All right. You travel your way back up, but we should now go to Lady Gilda. What are you up to?
She's just taking the search action, just meticulously searching, walking around these rooms, just doing her thing.
You're in the famous L-shaped hallway at the moment, searching around. You see, at this point, like decaying bodies of mitflits left behind, giant maggot. You can see the door open to the sinkhole, more mitflit bodies hanging around. What ways do you go?
She'll just walk along the walls of this hallway to start with.
Mm-hmm. You're just trying to find any evidence of whatever you can, eh?
Yeah, she's just searching around. Like, she'd been made aware of this secret room with the teleportation circle in it specifically, so she's kind of just looking for that kind of stuff. Yeah. So she's just, like, walking around the room. All of these doors are open, so she looks in the rooms. But this door doesn't appear to be open.
Can you see through, though?
Yeah, I can see through,
Yeah, that's just it's just a static door on the map. It's open.
So, she looks into this room down here, sees the giant frog and the corpses. She looks into this room and sees the collapsed, looks in, sees the sink pit, sees the drawbridge. This room, I don't think they've really said anything about. Like, this is just appears to be a study.
Yeah, this is one that you get the original party like just sort of waltzed through, and the next one as well. The next one they found the secret door.
Yeah, I know that, but she I don't imagine it really came up, so she's gonna search in this room as well. So she spends the time searching around.
Yeah, and you search around, but you don't. Yeah, you're right. It looks like a study or an office. There's some shelves kicking around that might have carried books and papers at one point, but everything's been rotted a long, long time ago. There's a desk and a chair. to the northeast, but that's it.
Okay.
What route are you taking back, Physic and Tulok?
Remind me, in the circular room of the lighthouse, did we ever end up opening that southern-facing door?
You did not. No, that one was like jarred shut. It needs to be forced open. It's like rotted in its frame, and it needs to be like pushed down. Essentially, it can't just be opened normally.
I think we're just taking the same path over the bridge, around the western side, and then through the collapsed wall.
I imagine as you pass by, that door on the eastern side of the lighthouse is still open. And you pass by and probably can't help but glance in. And that is one thing I will point out, is that that room is one of the things that Narky changed on the map. And it's supposed to be not decayed at all. So I don't know if you can see into it right now with the way I have it set up, but I'll throw you in there real quick. And you can just see that it's like no longer decayed. It's like a proper room.
Yeah, it still has nice brickwork and all that.
Everything, it's really, really nice. Yeah, it's cool.
Conspicuously well maintained.
Is the pool of blood still a pool of blood?
Sure is, and you can see it rippling, as per usual.
We continue past. Avoiding notice, sir.
Yeah, as you would.
Don't want that blood to stain.
And where is it in the keep you're looking to go to next?
Basically to find Lady Gilda and then to the office.
Okay, so I'll just drag you both to the old L-shaped hallway.
By this time, I imagine she would have made it over to like the doors for the outer chapel. She's just given those a go. Like she knows she fought the scorpion on the other side of these doors. Really?
Yeah. Well, those doors in particular are like piled up with rubble. They're not just closed and locked. They're just like it's a mass of rubble. Like that's blocked.
There's a trap sitting there.
There is a trap sitting there. That's right. I forgot about that.
I thought the trap was over here.
Oh, was it?
Was it?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's one in the original outbuilding, but yeah.
But the first snare we took is in this neighborhood, because you wanted to make sure that nobody could sneak up on us.
Right. So he comes around the corner and sees Lady Gilda. And says, Lady Gilda, we have put Borbo to peace at his own choice. And we've some other information as well. Follow me. And he heads into the office.
All business.
And you immediately start looking for shelves. And you see one. You see a couple. You grab them, give them a little touch, a little tug. And one of them rotates at the slightest pull and reveals a secret door.
Level up.
No, it goes down a level.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I can tell.
Level down.
Oh.
We've all seen the Addams Family. We know how these trapdoors work in the bookcase.
Yeah, it opens this very, very narrow staircase that leads downward.
All right.
I didn't exactly predict that you would come out of it with this direct of information, but I'm glad he's at peace now.
And we have our route of egress.
Does she still feel the blessings of Aurora?
Absolutely.
And now we have our egress. You're right. We still don't know where they lead down, though.
Care to lead the way?
I'm ready if you are. So she takes the defend action, gets in front her glowing new sturdy shields, and she will slowly, defending, head down the stairs.
Nice.
And I follow.
Okay.
And Physic drags his feet behind them.
This is really cool. And at the end of the hall, they see a door, which she will listen against, I guess.
Yes. And you hear nothing.
I will cantrip detect magic.
You detect nothing.
She opens the door.
You crack the door and you see a 15 by 15 foot room. 3 plain wooden chairs sit along the east wall, and it is otherwise empty. Although the middle chair is leaned up on its back legs against the wall.
Tulok squeezes Lady Gilda on the shoulder and says, I should mention, Borbo did say this room led into a chamber for guards or soldiers. So stay alert.
She just nods and she puts her foot on the seat of the chair to push it down so it's no longer leaning on its back legs.
And it becomes immediately evident to you that there's a section of wall behind it that is absolutely a secret door.
Hey!
Okay. Did not expect that.
And you wouldn't have, because you walked down the hallway that it leads to, that processional hallway.
Yeah.
And I remember I rolled a ridiculously high check for one of you, and you still didn't see it. It is remarkably hidden from the other side. Not so much this side, but it's like a DC 28 check or something like that. It's something ludicrous at this level.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would she be able to extrapolate that it leads to the processional hall?
I would say probably not. Although I'll roll a perception check to see if you've got your geographical bearings.
Yeah, survival or a dungeoneering.
Yeah, as a natural one, you don't know.
Perfect.
You could crack it open and do a quick check if you're feeling brave.
Yeah, I think she points it out to, quietly points it out to Tulok and Physic, and then just kind of gestures with both hands up, like, which direction do we go? Trying to stay as quiet as possible, even though she's not particularly stealthy.
Tulok wants to do a quick search of the room to see if there's anything in here, and then we'll move towards the western door. Sorry.
Okay. And you don't see anything. It is barren and empty, other than the 3 chairs. It's like really quite stark, to be honest. Not even really rubble, just lots of dust.
Okay, so he moves towards the western door and casts Detect Magic again.
Nothing.
I feel no magic beyond this door.
Gilda listens at the door.
Nothing.
Physic draws his fancy new crossbow.
Yeah.
Still taking the defend action. She
Does he actually
opens
load it?
that door.
He just pulls it out.
Yeah. He pulls it out and throws an alchemical fire on it.
You crack the door to see a long wooden table that sits in the center of a long room, although it is tight quarters, given that the table is surrounded by several wooden chairs. Only the chair to the north seems particularly comfortable, although its cracked leather padding is mostly decayed. Otherwise, you have this 10-foot wide and 25-foot long room. That's it.
This is really tight with the table.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a really tight meeting room of some kind. There's no evidence of dining in particular.
Gilda heads up to the chair at the head and just kind of investigates it a little bit.
Yeah, it's a chair. It's old. It should have decayed a lot more a long time ago, but that's about it.
Some solid green leather. Physic would like to search the walls along the west side of the room for a secret door or any kind of anomaly.
And nada.
And there's nothing at the table or under the table.
Nope.
Okay. Gilda will open the door to the south.
It leads 10 feet forward toward another door.
Somebody's getting paid by the door jam around here.
She opens the next door.
And you crack the door, and you are very suddenly in a familiar space where you fought the Morlock scavengers. You can see their dead bodies there just to your left as you walk out. And you can tell from this side that wasn't a wall. It is remarkably, again, well concealed from this side.
Interesting.
What kind of person lives here that they need so many secret ways to get around? Why couldn't you just trust your employees for a hot second here? Next thing you know, we're going to find a Scooby-Doo-like portrait with holes in the eyes where you can look out into a dining or something. Casually makes Scooby-Doo canon.
Yeah.
Tulok pulls the mask off of Lady Gilda, and it's a ghost underneath.
Jinkies!
Jinkies, for fuck's sake. Physic is Velma of this party. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, it never made sense till
Hyper-intelligent,
now, but
totally incapable.
For crying in the beer cheese soup, Fred.
Oh, that's good. And I'll just throw it out here because you guys can kind of see how the map is constructed. What you've found here is 2 rooms that are insanely well concealed from the outside. You can use this as a safe spot. Big time.
Ooh, yeah.
Big time.
Well, as if Physic comes out of there, Tulak will close that secret door.
But I feel so safe.
Physic, come on.
Okay. And but that's what's so odd is like for being so well hidden, they're just so nondescript as rooms.
Yeah, it's obviously it's just for like the ease of Belcora, I would think. You know, it's like that's all her private stuff. All the fucking lackeys can go. I mean, they had this old staircase here that's been caved in, so that's probably where the peasants were moving through and the help, and she's just doing her own thing.
She is such a fucking diva.
Or that's where her spy masters came in and left.
True.
From what we've seen, it looks like she was running an empire or some sort of like this is castle-esque but inverted. Like she was running something from below the city here, so that well hidden entrance, exit, and the ability to move around. Like to me, that would be where I would hold my meetings with the spy masters. Like there's not a lot of room, but there also can't be. One architect, 2 diggers would make this room, and then they would all get killed at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have is a Nick Cage National Treasure situation.
Yeah, exactly.
This conversation makes me unbelievably excited for you guys to keep going in this adventure. There's an obvious metagaming thing in here, like you're in a mega dungeon dive, like so there's lots to come, but like that perspective, that interpretation, it's so good. It's just. Yeah, you're trying to sort out what this used to be, and that's sort of the point, right?
And that's, with Gilda's lore heraldry, like she spent a lot of time, specifically, she's Andoran, so she's seen rulers fall, lead from the shadow. She's seen rebellions. She spent her whole life enforcing the common rule. So this is not new stuff to her or her books. It's just upside down.
Yeah,
right. And from the research we've already done, there are 24 entries on Belcora. Like, there's a lot to unpack there. So she must have gotten up to some devious shit around the gauntlet.
For sure. All right, gentlemen. We've found our way out, and we've got 4 doors ahead of us. Which way do you want to go?
Just calculating. I just want to do a recap here of your directions you can go. You have doors to your immediate east. You have there is a single door down here, south through like the empty rooms that you did not open up yet, and you instead brought the thieves back. You also had noped out of this other one where you saw the giant corpse of a purple worm-like creature, and there are double doors north of that you avoided as well, near the toilet, and you saw the spirit and stuff like that of the message claiming to be from Otari. You have.
And the secret door leading down where the spirit went.
There's also the one, 2 other ones, that lead down from the other ones, and there's from the way you came in from the boat. There's also the southern passage you didn't take. You have so many options ahead of you.
Yeah.
So many ways to get absolutely railroaded by this dungeon.
Tulak is looking towards the double doors to the west here.
Okay.
I think those were the ones that Gilda initially wanted to go through, and we ended up fighting some Morlocks.
No, we came the way she wanted to go. We did end up fighting the Morlocks over here, but these were the double doors she wanted to go through.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
This is the room where she totally fucking tanked in. 3 hits, 3 kills.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Those scavengers didn't stand a chance.
Tulak will detect magic at the door.
What's the radius on that again?
30 feet.
Yeah, you detect magic.
I detect magic on the other side of these doors. Be ready.
Do we hear anything?
Nada.
we smell anything?
Only yourself, Physic.
I believe when we were down southwest of here in those like bunk area, didn't we hear rummaging?
You did. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Good call.
Level up.
He's tapped out in hero points and there's no level ups.
Okay, she opens the door, I guess.
You crack the door to a 30-foot wide by 15-foot... Oh, no. 15-foot wide, 30-foot long room where it's apparent that it was originally a kitchen, although the map doesn't quite show that to you. Your characters can tell that. The furnishings have been rebuilt and repositioned, however, to create an improvised shrine. The western end of the hall, where a large fireplace for cooking food once stood, now serves as an altar of sorts. Looming over a human corpse is a towering statue in a feminine shape made of bones, covered in sheets of moldering cloth and hanging moss. A bare spot on the room's north wall has been decorated with mud and blood to depict the same feminine form as the statue.
Was Nimbaloth female?
You don't know. You gotta do more research.
Tulok steps into the room.
It's quiet, eerie, and a little bit less dusty than most.
Could I do a religion check on... I mean, this looks like a shrine to me, so...
Yeah, and I'd like to join pass on that to see if I can aid. Critical fail. Second
Is
of
that
the
a
night.
negative aid, or...
Do I take a -1?
No, but you unless the joint pass actually has a thing like that, I don't know.
No.
But you have no idea. It certainly has reminiscence of like what you know about Nimbaloth with the moss and everything. It doesn't appear to be specifically Nimbaloth. Maybe something else.
Could Physic wander in the room after everybody else and try to take a check himself? Do you need religion, or would like an occultism?
Right now, it's up to you.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to say I rolled a net 20.
Hey!
Oh no, sorry, I stand corrected. It is a religion. It is a religion.
Oh.
It is a religion.
Nat 20
okay.
on a religion check.
Oh,
Roll it over.
how about a 17?
Well, it's supposed to be a secret check.
How about a redacted?
No, 17's fine. You surmise that the divinity, quote unquote, is not of a well-known goddess. That's all you can really get out of it. So you're essentially on the same page as Lady Gilda. Like, it seems like Nimbaloth, but also kind of doesn't.
Okay.
Another outer god, maybe.
And despite what the map shows, the body is the map shows like a body under cloth, but in this case, I'm going ahead and saying it's not. But as soon as you step in the room, Physic, you can see that this is a corpse of a member of the Osprey Club. It is, in fact, Bad, aka Leroy Brown.
Bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's the baddest man in the whole
Dead.
town.
Yeah.
Past tense.
Dead. The upside. It's a sad moment, but the upside is, Yin Yasmira wanted a report back on Bad's situation, which means you might have a reward waiting for you.
Tulok would like to search the room and the altar to see if there's anything magic.
Yeah, I mean, there's obvious offerings sitting at the altar, actually, and I've revealed a little chest for you, a little loot chest.
Okay, so Tulok looks inside. There is a weapon potency +1.
It's a
Ayo.
rune. Yeah, it's a rune. I just give that as a freebie. You guys know what it looks like at this point. Weapon potency +1 rune to be attached to a weapon if you like.
Bloodstone worth 10 gold. And there is an unusual flask and an unusual gem.
Well, that's unusual.
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry.
So he passes the unusual flask and gem to Physic, and we'll join pass with him to attempt to decipher what they are.
Okay.
Yep. Is that a crafting on each?
You are looking at No crafting on either. Actually, it's going to be knowledge checks for magic.
25 on my join pass, so +2 to whatever you roll.
Nice.
Nice.
I hate that. It's like I should have just rolled it, you know?
Yeah, probably because my magic sucks.
I mean, you've got good occultism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just upgraded my crafting and it was so bad. All right, I rolled an 18 on the crafting, I rolled an 18 on the occultism, which would be a 20.
Okay, and which one are you doing it on? The flask. Yep, you identify it. It is a flask of fellowship. It's a metal drinking flask, 4 inches in diameter and 10 inches tall. Its screw top is covered by 4 simple metal cups that nest together. You basically can activate it when you use the make an impression activity. And the effect is that if you share drinks from a flask of fellowship as part of a make an impression action, the drink that pours from the flask happens to be exactly what the target of your efforts would like most to have a dram or 2 of. So wine, spirits, hot ginger tea, ice cold water with lemon, like whatever it is. And you get a +1 item bonus to diplomacy checks.
Oh, cool.
The GM can disallow the use of this based on circumstances, basically across the board. And it's a particular important to note too that it does not intoxicate anyone. It will not alleviate serious thirst. It will not poison in any capacity. Neat little item.
I think Mr. Tulok is the most diplomatic amongst us, so he should probably hold on to that.
Okay, he takes it back and slides it in his pouch.
Okay.
And what was the other one I'm checking?
Gem,
Okay, another occultism.
if you like.
I don't, because it's a 13.
Damn it! And I just critically succeeded on the aid. 28, natural 20 for 28. So 15.
15.
15 won't do it.
Damn it!
I'll attempt a religion check on it then. That is a 10, so no.
And I do not aid. Okay, I just slide that into the partay loot.
Okay.
I still can't believe Bad Leroy Brown's gone.
I'm sorry for your loss, Physic. I understand he was the baddest man in town. Now he's just the deadest man in this dungeon.
So far.
On the plus side, he left this bad place behind.
Oh boy.
Is there anything else you're searching for in this room?
I searched the altar, so if you guys want to check out anything, do it up.
Just re-emphasizing that there is a
The shit painting?
blood and mud smear on the wall. Yeah.
Gilda will look at it, but I don't know what check she would possibly roll. She doesn't have like human bodily function crafting.
You take a look at it, and it seems so strange for it to be where it's at. Like you're like, it's clearly an image of an attempt at reproducing the depiction of the shrine, but then the shrine doesn't make much sense either. You're like, what is the shrine supposed to be? And the only thing you can really gather is that it is a feminine form, or both of them are attempting to be anyway. And as you sort of look at it over and over, you see a couple of seams in the wall, and you give a little light push, and it opens a secret door.
Hey!
Ooh.
And you see a 5-foot wide hallway, very narrow, with 3 alcoves on each side. Stone sarcophagi stand upright within each, and a door at the far end leads out to the north. And as you open the door and take a look in, your light from the shield illuminating the space, you see a shadow, a silhouette of a creature step out from the middle western alcove, appearing to possibly be dressed in fine regalia, but is all nothing but black silhouette and defined points, and these ghostly white and smoking eyes stare down at you. We're going to roll for initiative the next time we record.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.